Well, good afternoon. Wherever this video may be finding you, I'm glad that you are tuned in. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe if you like this kind of content. And if you would like to share it with your community, because also I believe that as we learn, we must pass on what we are learning because there's probably somebody who needs to hear what you have learned. And so when we learn, we must teach. And so, welcome to this Friday Tools Edition, where I promised to bring you some of the tools and the techniques and some of the things that I've learned on my path as I evolved. So, last Friday, we spoke about the power of keeping a journal, that it is important when we are evolving and we are growing that we keep a journal because we get to structure our thoughts, that we get to write our dreams, and even cross out our to-do list, which empowers us. And so there are some of the things that we put in journals, and I'll just let you experience with your own journal in terms of your own journey, because my journey with journaling, it has evolved from the kind of books that I like to write in, whether it's those spiral kind of notebooks, and sometimes I have a journal with a leather cover. So it really depends on how I feel. I have a lot of them, and I really believe that also when we write a journal, we get to leave some of our thoughts behind, and that even if our children get to read some of the things that we used to write, they get to have an insight or at what at what we thought. And if our thoughts and some of the things that we teach them are of value, then leaving them a journal wouldn't be such a bad thing. And so today I wanted to speak about gratitude, which is some of the things that you can add to your journal. I personally have a separate journaling or gratitude journal that I keep every morning, where I write some of the things that I'm grateful for. And this is one of the things that I learned when I began on my journey, that, when a grateful heart attracts so much more, that it is very easy to find stuff that you can complain about. It's very easy to be negative, even if you are going through a hard time. And I mean, I know, dealing with grief, dealing with things like heartbreak, dealing with betrayal, that there's no way that you can get yourself out of those situations by rehearsing and replaying the same situations that got you there, or how much of a victim that you were being, even if whatever was done to you was wrong, but the honor still lies upon you. The responsibility still is yours for you to get yourself out of that situation. And so I don't know any better way of doing that besides taking a gratitude journal and writing stuff that you are grateful for. Because we know, as a study of psychology, I know that what we concentrate on persists. So if my mind and my life is about complaining, I always have more to complain about, or I will have more to complain about. I know that even for my own life, the times when I had to change my life and really started living right, and being a positive person, that one of the things that really helped me is the power of gratitude. And I also realized that when we don't journal gratitude, then we kind of get sensitized. Let's say everything is going right in my life, everything is going well. I have no issues in my personal life, I have no issues in my business, I have no issues even at home. It becomes very easy to get desensitized to the blessings that you have in your life. But when you start counting your blessings, you start to see that you actually have more to be grateful for, even though you may be going through a hard time. And so I just wanna, it's also a challenge, because life can throw us a curveball from time to time, and there is no way of getting ourselves out of any situation by, you know, not shifting our perception, not shifting how we are dealing with issues, and concentrating on gratitude. And because that's when we get to see how much blessings that we have in our lives. I remember when I was growing up, at my church, we had a song that says, "Count your blessing, count them one by one, you know, name them one by one, and you will see just how God has been good to you." And so there is no better time, and there's no crucial time there is to count blessings whenever you feel that there's a certain area in your life that's not working well. And so it is one of the important thing and one of the critical things. So there's a book that I have here. One of my friends borrowed it to me, and I was just, you know, I was just, you know, journaling and writing on my gratitude. But when I came through this book, it's, you know, it talks about it has different days where you are grateful for even the organs in your body. You know, that one thing that TD Jakes said was, you know, we go about our day, we don't even pay attention to how we are able to breathe with no efforts. We are able to take a foot one in front of the other with no effort whatsoever, and we tend to take those things for granted. But when we are sick and you are in bed, that's when you realize the gift of being healthy, the gift of having every organ in your body working well. And it also takes you where you get to even appreciate the people that are giving you services. You know, when you go to the shop and you're going to buy certain things, it makes you pay attention so much that you realize that there's so much to be grateful for. Even, you know, when the sun is out and it's warm and it's actually, you know, a perfect day for you to do whatever it is that you wanted to do. And those are the things that we can't get you know, desensitized in understanding and seeing just how blessed we are. And I promise you, once you start journaling and writing about your gratitude, you realize just how much you can be grateful for. And when you do that, you get to have a lot to be grateful for, and you get to see just that how blessed you are, and you get to realize that you actually have a blessed life. And so this is the tool, you know, that I wanted to share with you today, that you know, just take a day in your life where you just want to notice things that are going well in your life, where you were, you know, walking into maybe a bank door and somebody held the door for you, and somebody actually paid you a great compliment, and maybe when you came home your children made you tea, or, you know, when you were home your children cooked for you. There's something that you can be grateful for. And so that's what, you know, I wanted to bring and to speak about today. And, you know, as I always say, that I'd like to hear from you. And on the comment section, if you can just let me know what came out for you. Are you journaling? What's your journey with gratitude? You know, what has it worked for you? Because we also know that the Bible encourages us to be thankful. You know, it says that we must give all praise with thanksgiving. And I don't know how many verses speaks about thanksgiving in the Bible. So gratitude is a seed for more. When we are grateful for any area of our life, if there's an area in your life that is not going the way that you want it to, just be great. Just be grateful. Find something to be grateful about. There is something to be grateful about. It's like when you are looking at yellow car. When you are looking for a yellow car, you will see it everywhere. That's just how things are. And so if you wanna get this book, it's there at CNA. Don't, you know, it got spilled by water, so it's a little bit. But I mean, I look at this book from time to time, especially when I run out of things to be grateful for, and I look at different topics and I realize that I actually have so much to be grateful for. And so that's what I wanted to speak to you about. Let me know what came out for you in the comment section. And if you like this kind of content, like I said, please hit the like button. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. And I will see you on my next video.